Okay, so day 3 in Paris. First couple of days just kind of wandering around and doing local shopping and stuff like that. This morning I went to the local open air market, bought a couple of things, but it was great just to wander around. And their fruit and vegetables, they sell tomatoes that are, unlike English tomatoes, which are all perfectly round and perfectly red. The tomatoes they sell, they're often a bit which is, makes a nice change. And you know what? They taste of tomatoes. Anyway, that's not really what this video is about. This video is about a special trip to buy some food, and I want to make it clear from the outset that this is not the way I live, except today. Some workmen doing some work outside. I hope that's not coming out through on the microphone there. So I went, having done some research, to Petrossian, which is 12 stops away on the metro, and found my way there easily enough. Shop was empty. Very fancy looking shop. It's been there 100 years, but it doesn't look like it's been there 100 years. It looks like they built it last year. Now, this is what you get. If you go and shop at Petrossian, you get a gorgeous stiff card bag, inside which they have placed your order, which comes in, oops, that's the window blowing shut, inside one of these. You see that? One of these, which zips up, and it's made of nylon. And when you unzip it, you find that in addition to your order, they've placed inside a miniature one of these things that's frozen to keep your order cold. And it's cold in there. Oh, isn't that? So, what have we got in here? Well, we've got a spoon in here. Open it just at the moment, but there is a spoon in there made of mother of pearl, and it was only a couple of euros as well, which I thought was quite odd. So that kind of gives you a clue as to what else is in the bag if we've got a mother of pearl spoon. Well, before we get to that, there's also a piece of Czar fillet, smoked salmon fillet. This particular one has been marinated in beetroot juice, so it's kind of a red colour. Looks like it might have been done in red wine, but it's beetroot juice, which I'm hoping will impart slightly earthy but sweet richness. And then, star attraction, two tiny little tins, well, tiny little boxes containing tiny little tins of caviar. And one is osseta and the other one isn't, it's something else. The larger one is something different. I'm not going to actually open the tins themselves, but I'll show you what a 30-gram tin. It's got its little seal, in little paper seal, look, and that's what a 30-gram tin of caviar looks like. It's dimpled, of course, because it's under vacuum, and I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't read what it says. Nice and cold, because the cold pack. These are going straight in the fridge, And at some point, I'm going to eat this one, the 30-gram one. I'm going to eat that all to myself. I've got some bread, some nice bread to toast, because I like it that way. And then this, well, may as well open this one as well. Have a look. Doesn't look any different, I guess. It's just a slightly thicker tip. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Ooh, 50 grams. Paper seal. And there's the caviar. I'll put them back in their boxes. Okay, so like I said, it's not something I do every day. In fact, I've never actually gone into a shop and bought caviar before. I've had it the other day, didn't I, at the Principal London, but that was domestic. That was Exmoor caviar, which is an awful lot cheaper. I doubt I think they would have probably run me out the shop if I'd have asked for Exmoor caviar. I'm just seeing if I got that one in the right way up. Yes, I did. And the other one I will serve up to Jolly Rolly when he's here. Obviously we'll have it with other things. 50 grams of caviar's not going to fill us up. But I was just so impressed with the thoughtfulness that goes into all of this packaging. And yes, you can kind of see how they can afford to do it. Because I'm going to tell you what I spent eventually. I'm kind of working up to it. I'm going to keep them in here actually. I'm going to put that in the freezer to refreeze because I can carry that with me with things I want to keep cold. Isn't that useful? Useful is that? No, I think I'll keep them out of here. So this will probably never get used again. Yeah, so let's have a look. There'll be a thing in here, but I haven't got my glasses on, so and it's getting dark. So the right way up. Okay. So the salmon was 30 euros for 150 grams. That's a sum, isn't it? So that must be 20 euros for 100 grams. It better be good. It looks good. It looks good. And then the 50 grams of caviar, that's the heavier one, that's this one, was 100 euros for 50 grams. And the smaller one was 66 euros for 30 grams. So about the same price. And this was a couple of euros. So yeah, 200 euros, call it. But I'm a firm believer in now and again, you've got to push the boat out. You've got to live a little. Now, if I were living on a shoestring, then obviously you can't justify 100 euros on 50 grams of caviar. But I'm fortunate in that I don't earn a fortune, but I'm not badly paid, and my outgoings are low. Hence, renting a flat in Paris for 2 weeks. So I think I can justify it. In fact, I don't think I have to justify it. It's my money. I earned it. And the fact that I had to walk past homeless people living on the streets of Paris begging for a few euros on my way to spend 200 euros on caviar doesn't bother me in the slightest. It's not that I don't have sympathy for people with less than I have. And let's face it, there are a lot of people with less than I have. but I sleep at night. And I'm going to sleep even better with 30 grams of caviar inside me. Okay, so that was today's trip out to Petrossian. It's my top tip for Paris. Get yourself down there, take your checkbook, and well, I might even show you me eating it. We'll do a bit of a taste test. Taste of fish eggs, basically. So, that's it for now.